Hello everyone, my name's Lakna. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I want to talk about the Mercury retrograde period, which starts December 13th and ends January 2nd. And we are currently already experiencing these energies. We're sort of stepping into it, like one foot has stepped into it, because Mercury is in its shadow phase, which starts 2 weeks before the Mercury retrograde, and will continue. The shadow phase will continue 2 weeks after the Mercury retrograde ends. So it is a very long period of time, and this shadow phase it's like our batteries are slowing down maybe 20%, and then when it starts to retrograde, our batteries will really decrease by like at least 50%, where we're just really slowing down, and the way that we think, our intellect, our logic, and the way we communicate, technology, even our cars, everything's going to slow down. I believe these things like our phones, our computers, our cars, technology, these things, I personally believe they all hold some form of consciousness, and they all are going to be needing a break in this time. So it's a really important time for us all to back up anything we're saving on our laptops and text messages. Double check before you send something. Double think before you speak. And really be patient with people, because misunderstandings can happen. If you're flying, really allow time for delays, and like driving as well, just be careful on the road, because more delays and accidents and things like that tend to happen around Mercury retrograde. It's definitely not a time to fear. This is a beautiful time for us to slow down and go within. And I believe that the universe, or God, is really wanting us to really focus on all Mercurian themes at this time. Mercury is being highlighted in so many ways. The day before Mercury turns retrograde, we have a new moon in Jyeshta Nakshatra, which is ruled by Mercury. And Ketu, the south node of our past and our past lifetimes, and the habits and things we're trying to move away from in this life. Ketu is in Virgo for the next 18 years, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury too. As Mercury moves retrograde, we are being asked to revisit the past as well. So in many different ways, the cosmos is asking us to really review all matters to do with Mercury and the way that we have lived our lives up until now, what Mercurian ways are serving us and what aren't. Our thoughts, our beliefs about ourselves, which come through the thoughts that we keep thinking. Beliefs are just thoughts that we continually think. And it's time to really reflect on, are those thoughts serving us or not? And towards the end of the month, December 22nd till, especially December 22nd to December 24th, Mercury will be retrograding, but also combust with the sun. So this is a really powerful time for us all to reflect on what ways in the past have these sun-like figures, the sun being this over-empowering force of Mercury that sort of dims the light of Mercury. So what sort of people and situations and circumstances outside of ourselves and in our life have influenced us in, maybe not even unintentionally, have influenced our path and the way that we have gone about things, the way that we feel about ourselves, the beliefs that we have, how have they been influenced by overpowering outside forces? And it's crazy because I feel that a lot of us have been influenced in many ways, because when we're kids growing up, there's so many of us that we don't know what direction we want to take. We're still figuring it out. And a lot of the times there's these outside forces that sometimes good intentions, sometimes not. They just have these intentions for us, and what they believe is right, is the right path for us to take. And we are, because we're open to all sorts of opportunities and possibilities, we can very easily get influenced by stronger forces. And that's what this Sun Combust Mercury wants us to reflect on, is in like whatever way in our past have we been influenced by outside forces, and we need to take that power back for ourselves and reclaim our life. We are the main characters of our life, so it's time to start being that main character. So yeah, this is the time for us to reflect on, maybe it's not even people, it might be like governments, even like schools, like groups of people. They hold even more power than one singular person. We're so influenced by our outside environment, and even the place you live, the energies around you. It's time for us to reflect and make sure that we understand that we are so powerful, and to really go within all of these things, the technology, the cars, the communication with people. It all gets a little bit muddled up because it's all slowing down. It's slowing down for us to go within and really reflect and really take time for ourselves. No matter how busy you are this month, I know it is such a holiday month and there's a lot of social things going on towards the end of the year. And that's great as well. It's important to interact with your friends and to see these people that are definitely going to reappear from the past. It's all happening for healing, and a lot of insights are going to come through meeting people that you haven't seen in a very long time. It's all going to help put the pieces of the puzzle together for what your life needs to be for you. But it's time for us to really make sure that we are living our lives for ourselves in every way. That's all aligned. And Mercury will be retrograding in Sagittarius, which is beautiful. Such optimistic, free-spirited energy that's going to give us the most empowering and uplifting insights, and very philosophical and deep insights will come through because of Jupiter that rules Sagittarius. The fire of Sagittarius as well is really going to inspire us and give us like sparks of wisdom and insight, which is so powerful. And Mercury will retrograde back into Scorpio by the end of December. Yeah, by the end of December, it will retrograde back into Jyeshta Nakshatra, which is at the very end of Scorpio. Jyeshta is wanting us to transmute and alchemize any of these Mercurian themes that no longer serve us. Most of this month though, the retrograde will be in the nakshatra called Mula in Sagittarius, which is very interesting. Mula is about the roots. It's about making sure that we are rooted and grounded in earth. So that wheel of fortune, the wheel that keeps turning, this wheel of life, we need to be in the center of it, which means we need to be centered in ourself, in our being. We need to be embodied. We need to be grounded. Revisiting your home connecting with your family, that this is a really powerful time right now to do that, and to make sure that no matter how hard your family upbringing was and your situation is with your family, just making sure that you have accepted where you're at with your family, and that you are at peace with that, and that you know that you have done all of the right things for you. And reconnecting with your family and with your friends, and these connections are so grounding and uplifting. This is a beautiful time to do that. I'm hearing that a lot of people are actually revisiting their family home, or planning to move back or reconnect with old, like past loved ones. So it's a powerful time to just reconnect and to revisit your past. So yeah, this is, I think, all I wanted to share. The last thing actually is that I just hope that you all find these insights that come through, that you're able to transmute that and really become the most authentic versions of you, that you're able to really express yourselves freely and authentically and feel comfortable in doing that. And you really release whatever is blocked or keeping you trapped in that throat chakra. That is Mercury. Feel free to express yourself. It's so empowering and liberating. And if you don't feel like you can speak your mind and that you can be yourself and be free, you really need to reflect on why that is and what you can do to change that. And I'm here for you. I love you all. Have a beautiful end of 2023. Stay tuned for the next video.